Hey, yo, what up, Stom?
Samuel here.
We are the Soul Brothers. How you guys doing? Back up in it. First impressions on a runner.
Running shoe.
A real live runner.
Very expensive shoe.
How much was it?
180.
Damn!
Yeah.
It's because of that ZoomX, huh?
I guess.
What the hell is the name of the shoe? Pegasus 35 ZoomX?
No, Pegasus 35 Turbo.
Turbo, that's right.
Yeah, Nike Zoom Pegasus 35 Turbo, exactly.
Look at the heel on that, huh?
Yes, that heel is
Interesting,
very
buddy.
crazy. But anyways, I just got these shoes in. I actually got it in yesterday, so I'm walking around and stuff in it, and I'm gonna test it a little bit more. But this is just my first impressions, I would say, of the Pegasus 35 Turbo. But let's get it started right off with the tracciones. So they use
Pentagons. Yeah, a bunch of pentagons.
Yes.
You don't need crazy traction, but you need some traction, and you kind of want it to be a little bit durable, and just like a little slab that you can rely on if you're going to put some miles on these suckers. People run crazy
Lots
distances.
of miles.
Yeah,
especially if you're an elite runner or whatever. So they put rubber around the perimeter, and then in the middle of the outsole they put pentagon shapes. And there are little cutouts, and you can see the exposed foam. And that actually,
this is just straight foam right here.
Oh, the white part?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
It's just foam right in the middle, which is kind of.
You know what this is?
Kind of scary.
You know what this is?
What?
That's not ZoomX. That's React.
Right.
Yeah, they put a little small slab of React underneath the ZoomX midsole. Is what I read.
I don't know about having React just right on the ground like that.
It's because they said ZoomX is not durable at all. So React is a lot more durable.
What I'm saying is they should have put rubber the whole length.
Yeah, that's true. But they're trying to save weight.
They're trying to save weight, yeah.
I didn't even notice this white part isn't even rubber.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I mean, most of the force is usually on the balls of your feet and the heels.
Yeah.
Of course, but I mean, I don't know.
But they're trying to shed as much weight, you know what I'm saying? And this shoe is light. So we'll get into the weight soon, but so there's the outsole. Moving on to the cushion. So this is their ZoomX cushion. Very, very soft. I mean, this is insane.
Is there an airbag in here?
No, there's no airbag.
Right.
So the original, or the Pegasus 35, the regular version, has Cushlon.
Okay.
And it has a full-length zoom bag right underneath your foot, which is very, very nice. It's super bouncy once you break it in. But I read that ZoomX is actually a third lighter. A third lighter than Cushlon. So that's why they use ZoomX. It's so super light, very, very soft. I was reading that they're saying that it has a lot of energy return and it's bouncy, but it's not bouncy at all like React or like Bounce Cushion or something like that. It's just super soft.
Right.
So I'm kind of disappointed in that. I like to have a little bit of a bounce from my foam cushions, but super soft, man. I mean, the heel also like comes out and protrudes out a lot. So I mean, the heel compresses a lot too, and then the heel to toe transition is super nice. And it feels like you're walking on a cloud, because like this, if you're walking on a cloud, there's really no bounce to it.
Well, you can't walk on a cloud because it's really just water vapor.
Okay, yeah. All right, a marshmallow, okay, or a pillow, okay.
I got you there.
Very, very soft.
You.
You know what I'm saying? So I really like the cushion. Also, because it is so much lighter than Cushlon and all their other foams or whatever, they put a lot more of it into the midsole, is what I read as well. So I mean, very, very soft. One of the softest cushions I mean, I barely put any weight on it, and it just compresses.
And light. I think the number one area they're trying to aim for this is, well, maybe not the number one, but just is weight, is a light shoe. And they probably want a really light cushion.
Yes.
And different cushions have different densities, hence, different weights. So maybe this is just their lightest setup.
And there are like a crap ton of compression marks already, which I really don't like about some of the cushions. Just like in my what are these called? The Zoom Flies. Yeah. There's so many compression marks.
I know these can't be lighter than the Zoom Fly.
Really?
I mean, the Zoom Fly is crazy light.
All right, moving on to the upper, you have a translucent, very, very thin. Look at that. You see how thin that is?
Crazy thin.
I feel like it's the same type of material as the what do you call it? The
Elements?
Yeah, the Elements, or maybe even the EXPs. It might be a little bit different.
It's like a translucent, plasticky mesh.
Yes.
Very, very, very fine, very thin mesh.
Yes, and also underneath that is an actual mesh material that's very airy.
Like a textile mesh.
Exactly, and of course you have your fly wire cables, which lock you in the midfoot. I mean, look at this. Look at that.
Yeah.
Super, I mean, one of the thinnest materials I've ever felt on a shoe.
I like that they put this little synthetic down the center, just to give you a little bit of support.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like you're wearing a slipper. You know what I mean?
It also looks cool aesthetically.
Yeah, it does. And it runs all the way to the bottom on the outsole. The pink.
Oh,
the pink
yeah,
line is kind of cool.
Huh? Yeah. So the material very thin. It stretches a little bit, but of course you're not doing a lot of lateral movement. You're not putting a lot of torque on your shoes. You're just moving mostly in a straight line when you're running long distances, right?
If you're trying to, do it properly, you just want to go straight,
Exactly. So, I mean, very lightweight. One of the lightest feeling materials also I've ever felt, and a lot of ventilation it feels like. Mm-hmm. So I'm very happy about that. So the materials feel super nice, and you can't do that with a knit really as well. Like if you did it with a knit, I don't think you'd have as much support. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the materials feel super nice. Moving on to the fit, I went down half a size, and it's very, very tight. So I would probably suggest going true to your, just true to size. Because usually I like to have a very, very tight fit, especially in like soft materials. But I kind of screwed up, and it's a little too tight lengthwise and a little too tight widthwise. Hopefully, like stretches out just a little bit.
Right.
So you should probably be good going true to size. So now let's get on to weight.
Ooh.
Let's get on to the weight. I mean,
he's got to be
how much?
8.5.
8? Really? Damn.
You think that's too much?
Yeah. Ooh.
7.
7.13 ounces. Ooh. That's hella light. You know what's another hella light shoe? The Epic React. So let's weigh that. 6.95.
Damn.
So it's like 0.2 ounces lighter. The Epic React is 0.2 ounces lighter.
Wow.
You got the Vapor Streets. Of course, I love these shoes. I feel like these are gonna be hella light too. 6.38. This is the lightest shoe right now that we just tested.
Damn. You
got the Vapor Maxes, which is also super light.
You gotta weigh the Zoom Flies.
7.9. So the Vapor Max just got
shit out of here.
The Zoom Flies. We'll see. I feel
these are gonna be the lightest.
You think so?
Nope.
7.27. Wait, what was the Vapor Street? Like 6 point something?
That's crazy.
Yeah, 6.38. That's crazy.
I mean, that's it feels like you're holding nothing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So this is the third lightest shoe that we just weighed. Does it feel like hella light, dude? The material feels like it's nothing. I love how the Achilles, like this scoop, it kind of like scopes up. It's a lot easier to put on the shoe. So I like how Nike's kind of moving toward that on all their running shoes. Just slip it on, you're good to go. You don't really even need to tighten the laces, So yeah, I mean, but for $180, that is a lot of money. I also don't think durability is gonna be too good, especially the materials and the cushion.
Yeah.
So I don't know how durability is gonna be, especially for that price. But of course, I'm gonna need to test these. But it'll be more of like a casual review because I don't really run.
Nobody out here doing marathons.
Yeah, exactly. But I'll run it as well, but not like extensively, But anyways, that's my first impression. I mean, aesthetics. I really like how these look. And I love
pretty
the colorway
dope.
too.
I love this material.
It's super dope.
I love the way this material looks.
Yeah.
Aesthetically on the elements, and I feel like it kind of came from, but Off-White, Virgil was doing that a lot, and some of the Off-White stuff. Not saying it's the same material, but it's got that kind of translucent look.
Yeah.
Which is very dope.
Super dope.
So yeah.
So anyways, first impressions, very comfortable shoe. Review will be coming soon. If you guys want to copy it, we'll leave a link in the description box. But that's my first impressions. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next one.
Later.